Welcome back to Live at 9. Some diseases are complex and others are simple. And today, Dr. Quinn joins us for another Wellness Wednesday to discuss this with us. Good morning, Dr. Quinn.
Good morning.
So what can you tell us about these diseases? In general, what makes them complex?
Well, I have this conversation with many patients every single day. And in a lot of cases, I tell them it's not your fault. For instance, most disease complexes such as diabetes, heart disease, hypertension, strokes, different forms of cancer are what are called multifactorial. There are multiple factors that contribute to if someone acquires this condition. I describe it as, for instance, your genetics, like if your mother and your father have had heart disease, maybe one had a heart attack and one had a stroke, that means that you're genetically predispositioned to have this condition. I describe it like the genetics could be like a gun. And if the trigger is pulled or not depends on other factors such as your lifestyle and your environment. So if you eat unhealthy and you don't exercise, that's poor lifestyle decisions. But if you live in an environment where people don't exercise, then sometimes that's something that you might not have full control over where you live. You live where you can. But if you live in an area where people exercise every day, they're out running, it motivates you. And then if your family, they eat healthy, you'll probably eat healthy. And then those two factors will contribute. And then that gun will still be there, which is the genetics, but the trigger won't be pulled. And then you might not ever have a heart attack or a stroke.
Yeah, so you're talking about diet and exercise in particular. Are there any other factors that just really determine whether it's a complex disease or help determine it?
Well, all diseases are complex. Like I said, even like cancer, you can have a mother that had breast cancer and a father that had prostate cancer. So you have genetics to have cancer if you're a female or male, but a lot of cancers are associated with obesity, because if you have obesity, you have different inflammatory markers in your blood that can amplify cancer cells, causing you to be diagnosed with cancer, or even the estrogen excess with living with obesity. And also the lifestyle, just the environment. If you're around a lot of people that smoke, then that'll raise your chances. So a lot of stuff is not totally our fault, but sometimes we can do certain things that can have a big impact on our outcome. And I just want to stress that to everyone. Do the best you can, but if you, like me, like I talk about basketball. My dad cannot shoot basketball. My grandfather could not shoot basketball. So I could go out there and practice all day and still be the worst basketball player.
Right, and that makes sense. Can you tell us a little bit more? You talked about the common diseases. You think about diabetes, you think of cancer. Are there any other common diseases that you think of that just immediately come to mind other than those two?
Well, hyperlipidemia, cholesterol. I mean, if you go down any medical condition, three things have the biggest impact. Number one, the genetics. Number two, your lifestyle choices. Number three, your environment. And when I say environment, I'm talking about, like, if you live in an area where there's not a lot of healthy food options, it's called a food desert. That's an environment that you might not even choose. You might have to live there because that's your economic scenario, and that's going to work against you. And also the people you're around. Like, if like I'm like a healthy guy, and I tell my wife all the time, and she's a lot younger than me, you know, like some families, they just have Popeye's chicken every night, or like pizza, you know, but if you around people that are healthy, and I try to encourage my patients to join a gym and get a social circle of people that are into health, it kind of gets into your head, you know what I mean? Like your environment, it has a big impact on your outcome.